Welcome back. In the previous part, we finished up everything we could in Legram, as far as I know anyway. So, we need to now head off to the proving grounds to get stuff done there. But first, some snowboarding. B1 course. B course number 1. And then we need to speak to Vivi and Casper as well on the airship. At least see what we can get done here, though. Well, that did not go well. You saw what I was doing, though. You know, the idea was there. Ooh. We'll get this sorted eventually. Nice. You gotta spin. You gotta spin your board when you jump there, Rean. That's how it looks proper. What's the fastest way on that one? I don't know. Ooh. Might have still done this. Okay.
I did it!
New record as well. That's good. Finish. Even experienced boarders tend to struggle on that course. That was really something. There's your prize. Go ahead, take it. I'll be sure to keep. The course is well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. Certainly will. See you then. I mean, I was coming to check my fishing points at this point. It's like I can't not speak to these two and see what was going on here. Lady Annabelle, will you not please consider returning to the mansion? Cannot possibly imagine just how worried I've been about you. I can't. I have a promise to keep. Promise, you say? Yes, and besides, this village is far safer than the rest of the country. Why, since the war began, there have only been 2 violent incidents here. Only 2? Lady Annabelle, you must leave here at once. I promised Kenneth that I would meet him here, so I can't just leave. Either way, convincing Kerrigan to leave me be comes first. Lady Annabelle, please reconsider. But I'm afraid I can't possibly. Ah, yes, this village is a paradise for anglers. Even Master Kafai visited here. Hardly sounds like a place you should be then. All the more reason you should return to the mansion. Darn. Hey, Rean. Hey, Vivi. Decided to help out on the bridge, I see. Yep, I volunteered to be an observer, and they thought I was the right fit. For all the jobs on the ship, I'm sure this is the one that'll help me find out about Linda's whereabouts first. Can't fault your logic there. But who'd have thunk our lessons at the academy would actually come in handy someday? You better not ogle my chest while you're standing over me like this, though. As tempting as I'm sure it is. Wouldn't dream of it. I'm just glad to see her in her high spirits again. It's been a while. Anyway, there's a lot to learn, but I'll be the best observer you've ever seen. This is the best way. I can help find Linda, too. It's only hardships, totally worth it. I've decided to run this weapon shop. I know not about handing different weapons over at the training hall, so seems like the perfect fit to me. Now that I know everyone at home's alright, I can fit my all too. Now I know everyone's home's alright, I can dedicate my all to helping out here. So if you ever need any weapons, stop by. I'll try to keep my lineup fresh too. Right, let's head off to the proving ground.
Leave it to me!
I will. You're doing a fine job. Alright, so let's get the rounds done here, like we do these days. That's all of them accounted for. Good. I need to keep what's left of the 5th Division in order. If I don't, who will? Barring a few exceptions like me, the 5th Armored Division was completely wiped out during the attack on the fortress. Out of the survivors, I happen to be the highest rank. That's why it's my duty to look after all the survivors and keep the division in line. If I don't, who will? It's good to see Rex back in the camp again. He always makes me laugh whenever he's here. Keeps calling me an angel of the battlefield for some reason. He's probably just joking around to keep my spirits up, but honestly, I appreciate it. We could all use a boost in times like these. I hate to pull myself together. I don't want people to feel like they have to go out of their way for me to... like that. Most of the 5th Division survivors ended up deserting the army after what happened. Can't really say I blame them either. Thought about it too, but I feel like the chance has passed me by now. Sorry. Must have sounded pathetic, huh? I'm a soldier, and soldiers know the job comes with risks. I need to get my act together. Do you have any business with the Lieutenant General? I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to see all of you, especially with Elliot in tow. Feel free to head on in. She really is a flawless commanding officer. Nothing gets past her. Especially when it comes to tanks. If something on the tanks isn't done the way she wants it, she'll do it herself. And her work is first rate too. And to stay on top of everything so we won't overwork herself. Sure has been busy around here lately. No sooner does one operation wrap up, than another one's just about ready to go. I'm getting by though. Helps that I've got a list of good meals you can eat with one hand as you work. This is one of my favorites. Why not try making some for yourself? A tomato burger. Those provincial army guys can't get it through their thick skulls. Even after we've beaten them this many times. They've been stuck in this deadlock for over 3 weeks now, and soldiers on both sides are getting pretty tired of it. I'm gonna have to make sure the troops remain vigilant and don't make any careless mistakes. Oh, sup guys, long time no see. Rex? This is the last place I thought I'd find you. You wouldn't believe it, but I've been following the Imperial Army around and getting up-close photos of the war. But I hear the stuff you guys have been getting up to is even crazier. I don't know if I'd say what we've been doing is any crazier than getting photos on a battlefield. Sounds like you've been putting in a lot of legwork. Anyway, given that we just so happen to run into each other and you know what we're doing, want to join the Courageous? Me? I'm the Courageous? Seriously? The more the merrier. You really know how to tempt a guy. But nah, I'll pass. Maybe another day. Nah? What do you mean, nah? Look, I've put a lot of thought into what I can do to help this country when it's slowly sinking into hell like this. Gehenna, you mean? Then I realized I'm a cameraman. With all the media control, I'm one of the few people who can capture the truth of this war. And I can do that way better on the battlefield next to the army and the rump than I could on the Courageous. Sorry. I see. Never expected you to be acting like such a noble-minded professional. You've clearly given your choice a lot of consideration. I respect that. Hard to believe. The person in front of me is the same boy who only ever tried to snap pictures of girls back at Thor's. Cool. We're done here. Good luck with your stuff, though. It's been neat to follow. I'll be doing my thing on the ground. Alright then. Just don't get too gutsy out there on the battlefield. While you guys are flying around up high, I'll be putting in work as a war photographer down below. My next subject? Why, that lovely lady in uniform over there, of course. Do you even know what a war photographer does? I take back every nice thing I said about him. Thanks to the rump, we're at least able to refresh our stores of supplies somewhat. We don't usually get much in the way of new ingredients though, so my biggest challenge is making good use of what I have. It's a worthwhile challenge, keeps me busy. As the man in charge of meals, the kitchen is my battlefield, and I intend to do justice at the 4th Division's reputation. The pots I use here are my very own, in fact. Carefully chose them for their quality, and I'll make the most of them. Alright, Monica, we do have Laura with us, so... Laura? And the rest of Class 7 too? I've been looking forward to seeing you again for quite some time now, Monica. I'm so glad to see you're safe and sound. Same to you. I've been so worried all this time. But I'm happy to see you were able to find the rest of your classmates. Yeah. We all finally got back together in Legram not too long ago, actually. But we didn't come to tell you that. There's actually something we wanted to ask you. Rean explained that they were looking for other Thor's students to fight on the Courageous alongside them. Me? I just part of the Courageous' crew. I'm glad you took the time to come out and find me, but can't imagine I prove all that useful to you. I may be a military academy student, but I'm not exactly a natural brawler, especially compared to you, Laura. You don't have to take up a sword to come and fight with us, though. Rean's right. Even in the military, not every soldier stands on the front lines with a gun in hand. Success comes from all kinds of people making the most of their talents to strengthen the group as a whole. Speaking personally, having you with us would really put me at ease, allow me to fight my very best. Well, I have picked up some skills helping out with the cooking and some other basic tasks here at the camp. Don't know how much that knowledge will really help, though. But I'll do all I can to lend a hand with whatever needs doing on board. I look forward to having you on our side, Monica. Glad to have you along. Monica was welcomed aboard the Courageous.
No matter where I look, can't find a thing. Why wouldn't this war hurry up and fizzle out already?
Hey, Monk. Still here, I see.
Oh, it's you guys. Nice to see you're all happy and healthy.
Nice to see you're alive, at least? Anyway, we got something to ask you. Right now, we're trying to gather up all the Academy students to help us fight aboard the Courageous. So we were wondering...
Nope, not in the mood. Not right now, anyway. As you know, I'd normally jump at the chance. We all know how much material it'd give me. But there's nothing but news on the radio these days. So what's the point of sending in material? Read it. Why even look?
Oh, sure. We'll give you some space then. Oh well.
Why can't this war be over already? Why gather material if there's nobody to send it to?
There's no way he's joining us right now the way he is. Guess we'll just need to try again another day. Dear oh dear, Monk. I heard you're operating the Courageous with a crew comprised solely of students. So you think that just because you got the backing of royalty, you're above fighting for one of the factions? Some people might condone that approach, but not me. You need a clear stance on where you stand in this war and stick to it. War is no place for the vain idealism of youth. You'll see that yourself soon enough. I doubt everything will be fine. War makes for a much harsher, less forgiving environment than you think it does. Suggest you give some thought to where you really stand while you still have the opportunity to do so. Oh, Elliot, did you see my request? Sure did, Dad. You want us to help you find a missing civilian, right? Although, it looks as though you're busy with a meeting. Should we come back a little later? Please, don't hold back on our account. We're certainly busy, but that's all the more reason to get this taken care of. He's right. It was because we don't have the time to handle it ourselves that we called you to begin with. What's more, wasn't it your platoon who took that civilian in to begin with, Gore? Yes, sir. My men are in charge of patrolling the area and taking any civilians found wandering it into our safe custody. The one we called you here about was found wandering the highway a few days ago. After that, he remained in base camp without causing trouble, till this morning when he simply disappeared. Haven't the faintest clue where he is. As I said earlier, we don't have the time to look for him, but even so, can't very well sit back and twiddle our thumbs. That was why we chose to call on you. I see. Sounds like the perfect job for us. Yep, fits us to a T. My thoughts exactly. As such, I'd like to entrust the task to you if you're willing. So how about it? Accept. I don't think this is something we could ignore in good conscience. So be happy to accept. Excellent. I'll leave finding him to you then. It's possible that someone here in the camp may have seen him leave. Perhaps asking around may be a good place to start. Sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Captain. Other than that, I'll leave it to you to decide how best to approach this. But if the provincial army decides to attack, withdraw to safety immediately. Understood? Yes, sir. The civilians stood out a fair bit in the base camp too. You might find out something about where he could have gone if you ask around. I wish we could help, but I'm afraid we simply don't have the time. Leave everything to you. I'm sure you'll be fine, even without us. You destroyed 7 of them just this week. provincial army must be getting frustrated by now. Now may be a good time to advance to the next phase of our plan. Can't underestimate the soldat's mobility. If they catch us off guard, that could be the end of us. Can't stay holed up in here forever either. We'll need to formulate some kind of plan, and soon. You're looking for the civilian who was here, I believe. Hope his sudden disappearance doesn't confirm the suspicions I had about him being a spy. I'm not sure there's much evidence pointing in that direction right now. But either way, do you remember when you last saw him? Just this morning, actually. He was standing off in the corner of the camp, muttering to himself. Couldn't make out what he was saying, but it seemed like he was looking for someone. That doesn't give us much to go on that would prove helpful in finding him. You're looking for a civilian, right? Yes, he did come around here every time we were serving a meal. Seemed kinda pitiable, really. Spilled his soup a few times, and always gave this odd, insincere smile when he did. Alright, do you remember when you last saw him around? This morning's breakfast, actually. Haven't seen him since, but who knows when he'll pop in again. Alright, well, thanks for your time. Not much luck here either. We're lagging a bit behind in gathering and delivering supplies, so Sergeant Major Emmons and I are helping out. We're pretty short on manpower right now, even with the 5th Division guys pitching in. Speaking of the Sergeant Major, he should be back by now. You're looking for the young man who's in camp at the moment? Yes, he does come here from time to time. He's always seemed so sad. Tried to strike up a conversation with him this one time, thinking that it'd cheer him up. It did too. He went out seemingly all cheerful and motivated afterward. Sounds like we're dealing with a pretty simple-minded guy here, doesn't it? You wouldn't happen to know where he might be now, would you? Sorry, but I'm afraid not. We don't have too much to go on then. Phew, that was a tough job. Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here, Elliot. Hi. Would you mind if we asked you something? After confirming it was okay, they asked Sergeant Major Emmons if he had seen the civilian. Oh, he's missing, is he? Did I actually see him roughly an hour ago? Really? Where did you see him? He was heading in the direction of the fortress. Couldn't tell you more than that, though. What would he be doing there? Indeed. Can't imagine what business a civilian would have in the ruins of a fortress. Seems our destination is set. Yeah, let's go after him. Thank you for the information, sir. Oh, it was nothing. Best of luck finding him. This is all there was in the storehouse. Do you think it'll be enough? We should be able to make it work, I think. Could definitely have done with some more oil, though. I saw that civilian heading off in the direction of the fortress. Looked like he was mumbling something to himself too, now that I think about it. That by itself isn't especially noteworthy, though. It's been like that ever since he first showed up here. I can see that chest there. Okay, I want these chests. I so want to know what's going on in Crossbell. This is all that's left of the fortress. It's a shocking sight. It really is. It's not as though we had any real personal attachment to this fortress, but to see this happen to it, whatever weapon Crossbell used, it defies human comprehension. Still, this is no time to be feeling overwhelmed by the scenery. We need to focus on finding that missing civilian. How about we start by combing this area? Hopefully, find him soon enough. Felt like I just sensed something strange. It was just my imagination. Maybe. It's just that sense of like, I want to know what's going on over there, because it's just that case of...
Let's ride.
It's Crossbell. Like, do I need to explain?
There's a treasure chest close by.
Do I really need to explain that? It's Crossbell? That's intriguing in of itself straight away. It's like, what the hell's happening over there right now? Oh, you're those Thor students. What are you doing here? We could come under attack at any time. I suggest you hurry back to the base camp where it's safe. Actually, we're here looking for someone. We told the soldiers about the missing civilian and asked if they had seen him. Missing civilian? Sorry, it doesn't ring any bells.
He just came back from patrolling the by road. Didn't see anyone there at the very least. Didn't look hard enough, did you? That could mean he's somewhere in the fortress after all. Let's keep up the search. Thank you both for your assistance.
Let's get going.
It should be. There we are, blue chest. But we haven't got the people we need for this blue chest, which means... chest puns. A spiritual presence is emanating from the chest. Combatants Fee and Sarah. Level 76. If you want a little beer, get a pint glass. If you want more, a tankard. But if you want to really get smashed, pour it into a Palestine. Not great. Not great, really, is it? Not great. Spiritual presence. Yeah, we got them in the group now. So open the trial chest.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat. Okay.
Okay. So that sort of thing will be like, use overdrive. Oh yeah, can't I? That's the entire point of these quests. I like Chrono Drive. I should have sorted out like the tactics of the group, but I'm just gonna go Plasma Storm.
Let's see if you can live through this. I'll handle it. Now, you're mine.
Ooh. Ow, there
Should've been
goes...
paying attention.
Yeah, there goes my CP that I wanted. Ow. I was gonna use that S-crap, be like, everything's fine. It's like, ow! Stop pouncing, that's mean.
My turn.
It's like, ow.
Okay.
It's just like, ow, ow, ow.
You didn't see that coming. I'll handle it.
You need your health back up.
Okay.
I was hoping to get the bravery points.
Leave it to me. Okay.
I'm worried it can do it twice.
My turn.
It's that sort of thing that I kinda should see about healing. It's like, ow!
Huh? Thanks. I'll handle it.
It's just like, ow, there goes my plan.
Thanks. Oh, please. Okay.
Got a crit coming, that's
Leave
something.
it to me. Okay.
Gotta do Sufid Dunes. Sufid Dunes. On a crate, you just gotta.
Sylphie dance. What's that?
Hopefully that's that. Oh god, it's still alive.
Leave it to me.
Okay. That was harder than I expected. My entire plan was to use Fee's S-craft, and it's like, oh, she died. Overcame the trial. Fee and Sarah can now use overdrive when linked with one another. Fee and Sarah's bond strengthened. Good. I was going to get on my bike. I was like, wait, where's it gone?
Ride.
Alright, so there should be two other chests around here somewhere. Just gotta wait for them to appear. Where is it? It's around here somewhere, right? Hey, chesty. Seriously, where is the chest? There. It's like, I know you're around somewhere. That was it? That was even worth getting.
Going.
I pressed square so many times it automatically went back there. Well, I say automatically. It wasn't automatic.
I spy with my little eye. The good.
You really need to get better at playing I Spy. You really do. Anyway, oh god!
It was Anton? I don't remember it being Anton. Anyway. I can't find him anywhere. I even came all the way to this scary looking place to find him. Genuinely forgot it was Anton. Ricky! Where are you? You're there, say something. Aw. Could this be... Yeah, I think this is our guy. He actually looks kind of familiar. Huh? Who are you? Wait. I know you. You're those students who had me out a few months back. Come on, don't tell me you've forgotten me. You came to my aid when I was all lost by Orok's fort. I remember now. I was back during our field study at Bereahard. Your name's Anton, right? From Liberl? Oh. He was the one we escorted back to the city. We saw him in a few other places too. Guess he hasn't been home to Liberl since. Should probably ask him what he's doing here. Aw. So you came here looking for a friend you were separated from just before the war broke out. Yeah, Ricky went to Heimdall all on his own. Right after that, he got occupied by the Alliance. I've been all over the place looking for him, even to Heimdall Station, but I can't find him anywhere. I'm so sorry, Ricky. If only I'd gotten with you. I see, that is quite worrying. Yeah. I know as well as anyone what it feels like to not know where your loved ones are. At least. It's really scary, seeing what's going on over in Crossbell. That girl, to whom my heart is still there too. Ah. Mate, again, that was just a misunderstanding. She may have actually been interested. Oh. Oh, friend, please be okay. May have turned me down, but I'll never forget your beautiful smile. Well, regardless. Now we know what you're doing here. Still don't think you should be going to places this dangerous without some type of permission, though. This area could become a battlefield at a moment's notice. We should get you back to base camp. I suppose you're right. I can't say I like this place very much anyway. It's not like I'm gonna find Ricky here, so I don't mind coming with you. We appreciate that. Okay, we've done our part. Let's tell the Lieutenant General we found him. Aw, Anton, mate. Again, if I was going to say there's anything that definitely needed to play the games in order, it would be that. Just the Anton and Ricky stuff, nothing else. You know my stance at this point on the correct play order. It's like, play everything twice, that's the correct play order. Anton is resting in the mess hall at the moment, but the Anton story, the Anton-Ricky story, I feel like that's probably better in order. Nothing else. He's been warned not to cause any more trouble, so he should hopefully behave from now on. See, you've all done a fine job. Agreed. Couldn't be more pleased with the results. It sounds as though you didn't find him at a moment too soon. What do you mean? Received a report of an unidentifiable large monster appearing not long ago. Inside the fortress, no less. Unidentifiable? Is it some new species? Must have only just appeared too, because we didn't see anything like that when we were there. Correct on both accounts. In truth, this isn't the first time this has happened. We've been receiving reports of strange monsters appearing out of nowhere in various locations for several days now. Could they be cryptids? Their appearance really is due to the chaos in Erebonia becoming greater. Could this be happening all over the country? That doesn't sound good. We would like to take care of the problem ourselves, but unfortunately, we simply don't have the spare manpower. Pains me to leave them be, but no choice until the war situation has settled down to some degree. It's just one more reason Erebonia has become an increasingly dangerous land. I suggest you remain vigilant if you intend to continue your travels. Be sure to do so, sir. Good. Enlightened news? Please take this as thanks for helping us today. Goggles. What you've done was only possible because you chose to remain neutral. We'll be counting on you if anything else should come up. We would be happy to help however we can. Just let us know. Without leave. You did a fine job. If anything like that crops up again, we know exactly who to call upon. Still, as you know, the war is becoming more dangerous by the day. Suggest you all remain vigilant during your travels. Guys, gotta say, all I wanted to do was get something to eat. Then the scary army guy came and sat down next to me and started asking all kinds of questions. Seriously creeping me out. You know, your behavior has caused a lot of people to worry. I think you have an obligation to explain yourself. I know, but I don't think my delicate heart can take much more of this pressure. Well, I don't know how much we can do to help you there. Gonna have to tough this one out on your own. Ah, so you're from Liberl, are you? Don't see many foreigners around here these days. So what brings you to Erebonia? Well, I may as well just be upfront. I came looking for love. Looking for love? I like this story. He's clearly trying to bluff his way through. What, are you going around thinking there's Liberl skies? Liberl spies everywhere. Mate. Uh-oh, he doesn't even believe me, does he? Even telling the truth, too. If someone acts suspicious, it's my duty to evaluate whether they might be a spy. There's something about his pitiful behavior that leads me to believe this isn't just some act. Still, I can't just let him off the hook on a whim. Suppose I'll keep him here for questioning a while longer. You're the type of guy who's just going around and be like, Liberl Spy, Liberl Spy, Liberl Spy. Nonsense, mate. But he keeps asking me these questions that are really hard to answer. Oh, and is he gonna let me go? I don't think he will, mate. Right, so anyway, we're gonna end this part here. In the next part, we'll go see about that big monster outside. That pretty much sums up what we're gonna do, yeah? So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.